Hello, everyone. This is Starsynovia here. This is my review on Fall of the Sith Empire. I said I was going to review this a long time ago in the TCW Cringe Saga, but I forgot about it. So I'm making up for it right now as the first non-Clone Wars related review, after the Revenge of the Sith novelization. Now let's cut to the chase. Now this book is extremely rare, this comic. And it's very difficult to find for a reasonable price if you're looking for a physical copy. So it took me a long time to review both of these because of that reason. Now, like the first one, in my opinion, I think the story itself is good, but the characters are not really that memorable. It's one of those stories where, okay, the story is good, but the characters are not so much. I do like, the how we get a first glimpse of the Sith species, and we get to see how things went down between Naga Sadow and Mokdo Ragnos. Because, a lot of stuff that came out after this, like Knights of the Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic 2, the games, draw heavily from the stuff that's established, and Tales of the Jedi, especially these. And reading about how this stuff happened gives more context. And as someone that's a fan of the Knights of the Old Republic games, it was really awesome reading about these events. But I can't help but feel a little disappointed because Naga Sadow, I've always thought what an interesting character he seems. He's still interesting to me, but I feel like the authors and the writers didn't really live up to the potential Naga Sadow had. Now, one thing, this comic, I cannot say anything negative, is the artwork. I think the artwork is gorgeous. I think the artwork is amazing. And I still think it stands the test of time, even close to freaking 25 years later. I think the artwork looks great. I think it lives, up just to the standard of Star Wars. This looks like Star Wars, in my opinion, without looking like the original trilogy. Because at the time these comics were published, Episode 1 hadn't came out yet. So in order to tell episode 1 stories, they had to go so far into the past that it would not affect George Lucas's movies either way. But I do feel like, this comic, it does the job that it was set out to do. But, unfortunately, the characters aren't really that great, outside of Naga Sadow, which I think is the most interesting character of this whole series. Tales of the Jedi, Fall of the Sith Empire, I think is a decent comic. And if you're a fan of the ancient, eras of Star Wars, like Dawn of the Jedi, Tales of the Jedi, Knights of the Old Republic, I would give it a shot. Though, if I have to be honest, considering there's no Epic Collection right now that has these comics in there, I would probably recommend you get them on Kindle if you can't get them for a reasonable price, because that's the cheapest you're going to be able to get these stories. I give this one a decent rating. I think it's good enough to read, but I wouldn't put it on the same level as other Star Wars comics I've read. This is Darcynovia, over and out. May the Force be with you. And next time, I'm going to go back to Tales of the Jedi once again to read and / review the third story arc of Tales of the Jedi, which features Exar Kun. Peace out.